This is Lukas Tsirivakos with Video Blog 2, and I'd like to cover, the point of making this video. Like we're trying to, uncover parts of our subconscious or something, But when I, tell you stuff, tell you knowledge and stuff, it's knowledge that you already know, and I'm just trying to awaken, that part of your subconscious where, this is going to click somehow in your brain. So, I'm wondering, what's the best way, to uncover the collective unconscious, through people. And I think that making this video is very strong. I'm taking something like my dreams and I'm bringing it to this audible level as a video, streaming through the internet. Those are powerful vibrations. So I'm broadcasting my unconscious when I'm making these videos for you and when I'm talking about my dreams. So some quick notes about the third eye, because I think that third eye and dreams are directly connected. So your pineal gland or your third eye makes a drug called DMT, which gives your brain light. And what I mean by that is, if you close your eyes, you're going to see that it's not completely black. There's kind of this colored dust that kind of swirls around. And as you visualize, that dust kind of takes form, and becomes, more solid as a visualization. And you can use this light to not just fuel your vision, but to fuel your other senses that are inherent in your third eye. There's your clairvoyance does have to do with sight, and also your ability to see auras, and your visualization. And then your clairaudience helps you hear things that are subconscious, unconscious, or let you hear things from very long distances. Your clairsentience, when you can feel things from long distances or feel things that are unconscious or subconscious. So when we become fully immersed in our third eye senses, our clairvoyance and our clairaudience and our clairsentience and our other senses, that's when we become immersed in the dream world. So with that, I'd say that a reason I'm here is to learn lessons from my dreams, to learn lessons from other people's dreams. We can learn a lot of lessons, second-handedly, and not have to go through the suffering that it would have taken in our lives to learn that lesson. So we can save ourselves a lot of suffering through exploring the kinds of lessons that we learn in our dreams. So with that, I'd like to get into the first dream that I'm sharing with you today. So I'm following these two male characters, and they're on an oil barge, offshore somewhere. And they are introduced to this character who's a vampire mermaid, and she's in love with one of the guys. So she starts chasing him, she starts hounding him, she kind of wants a piece of him, she maybe even wants to hurt him. So these guys are running away, but they're pretty lighthearted guys. So they're trying to make a kind of joke out of it all and keep lighthearted, kind of like Shaun of the Dead. So this vampire mermaid, she eventually captures the guy that she's in love with, and she's got him tied to a chair, and she's monologuing about how she's a vampire mermaid, and I've gone through so much suffering to become a vampire mermaid, and now you must suffer too to understand me and to love me. And this guy's what's going on here? And he escapes from the chair, I don't know how, and he runs outside, and he sees his friend who's standing outside with some two other people, and they all have this kind of glow in their eyes. And his friend says to him, he's like, dude, these guys turned us into vampire mermaids really quickly. I don't know why that chick, thinks she needs to torture you or whatever to make you love her or whatever. So the lesson I learned from that dream was simple. You don't have to go through as much suffering as sometimes you think you do in order to earn something. Especially nowadays, I feel because more and more people are waking up and time is kind of speeding up. We might burn through some kinds of karma and life lessons or even prophecies, and it might be a little disappointing at how easy it was. I've got pretty good hearing. My clairaudience is up, and I tune into CIA frequencies in satellites, and they run all over the place. And I've heard them say that they actually found the Ark of the Covenant. It was set up, it was hidden, and it was surrounded by traps and stuff, and the CIA had modern technology, and they just busted in, without a hitch. And it was actually kind of disappointing how easy it was. That something of such great prophecy, we just kind of, it was nothing. So one of the benefits from uncovering your unconscious and subconscious through dreams is remembering your past lives again. And that's something I'm really big on, so it's something I'd like to talk to you all about, in great detail, because, it's something that I'm very proud of. And I think that the more that I talk about my past life experiences, the more that you're going to all start thinking about it, setting your intention to remember, and then it's going to start to click. You're going to start to remember them again. And it comes with a lot of benefits. Some people were really powerful. If you look around, like, there's been so many famous, great people, and you ask yourself, like, if you believe in reincarnation, like, where are these people right now? Well, they could be walking around among us. Like, you might be someone famous. I was not anybody famous. My first incarnation here on Earth, I was a witch doctor in North Mbata, which is modern-day Congo. And something that I did there, I had many different personalities, but one of my personalities was something called a sin eater. So the people of the towns that I lived nearby, they would leave out their dead for me, and I would come around at night, and I would eat their karma. Like, I would literally eat it. I could see it, and I put it in my mouth, and I swallowed. So, I got a lot of positive energy out of this sometimes, but I was really there for the negative energy so that I could take it upon myself, meditate it, go out back in the jungle, meditate on it, and clear it for the people that died. My name was Fusekua, and I was a very interesting character, and as my video series progresses, I'll be talking about him, my higher self, a bit more, because he's very fascinating. So, another one of my incarnations here on Earth, I was in the Greek mafia, and I wasn't really understood by my family. Like, on one hand, I was a very cold personality, but on the other hand, people had a sense that I was extremely loving and I had a really good heart, and this confused them. So after a while, they stopped trusting me. One memory I have is of my family and I being set on fire, tied to chairs in our house. My family is burning up next to me, and I get out of my ropes, and I'm like stumbling around, and through my house that's burning, and I'm looking around, and these little things, like these photographs and these like little trinkets, are like jumping out at me, and just in these tiny things I'm burning alive, and they're like the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. So I think that'll be it for this. This is Lucid Dream blog by Lukas Tsirivakos, Lucas the Snot-Nosed Kid. This is the second blog I've done, and I've got lots more to say on me, on my dreams. I've got lots of dreams that I can share with you all, lots of life lessons. So I will catch you next time.